Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today I have in front of me the Garden Textures Garden Floral Textures. The Garden Textures paper, and it's slightly shimmery and it is textured, and I don't know whether you're going to be able to see the texture. Yes, you can. In the top left hand corner you can see the texture. So we've got three different colours. I want to say Shaded Spruce, Blueberry Bushel and Berry Burst. Let me have a look. I was right. Yeah, Shaded Spruce, Blueberry Bushel for those ones, and Berry Burst for that one. And there's two sheets of each, and it is plain white on one side. And I just wanted to make a very stylish box. And when I showcased this the other day, I thought I haven't used a Blueberry Bushel for ages, so that's going to be the focus of my box with some black. So this is just about the stylising. So you need a piece of cardstock, 8.5 by 7 inches, which is 21 by 17 centimetres. And on the long side, score it at, where's my stylus gone? It's over here. Score it at, so this is on the long side, 2, 4, 6 and 8 inches, which is 5, 10, 15 and 20 centimetres, and there's a jet going overhead. 5, 10, 15 and 20. And then on the shorter side, score it at 1/2 inch, 2.5, 4.5, oopsie, and 6.5, which in metric is 1, 6, 11 and 16. And I forgot to say, this is a fold flat box as well. So you can make a whole batch of these and then fold them up for storage purposes. So I'm going to burnish firmly because basic black is a nice strong cardstock. So I've got some bits that I need to get rid of, and it's the outer 4 segments that I've created. So there's 1, 2, 3 and then a teeny tiny one there, 4. So I'm going to cut very carefully to the left of that score line. Can you see that lump of scored cardstock? That is leaving me with a very straight part there. And I'm going to do the same on this one, and I'm doing it before I burnish those ones, just so that I've got sight lines. And I'm going to do the same on there and there. Okay. So that is, you can see the scored bit. Right, and essentially with these ones, I don't want to take too much cardstock away. Again, it's really just that scored bit there, so you can see up against my hand, it's just a tiny little gap, and that's because these are going to fold round, and these flaps coming in are what's going to help keep the box closed. So I'm concentrating so hard on this. So normally when you see me make boxes, you'll see me say, or hear me say, cut on the straight and wedge the square. Well, these are all squares and I need it to stay closed. I need to take that tab there off and a tiny bit more. So it's only, I don't know, 3 millimeters that I've taken away. Not very much at all. And again, just because when it closes round, it's not going to restrict, because obviously it's a cube, it's not going to restrict, whereas if what I'll do, if I didn't take that extra tiny little bit, that edge there is going to hit that bit there and it's not going to close flush. So again, just taking these bits out, and this is for a small box. There's a bit of work to be done for it, but it is worth it. Concentrating very hard, not talking. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay. So that is my box done. So you can see there's very minimal amounts gone. I'm just going to quickly burnish up this bit now. And this bit. And without owning a corner rounder, I'm going to round these corners of this bit because we are keeping that tab. So the best way is just a small punch and go in at the top, and it's going to round off the corner. Can you see that? So you're going in through the top of it as opposed to in at the side. And again, you just get that rounded corner. I do it on both of them. Not this one, because that's a glue tab. Oh, I nearly cut a circle then. Okay. Oh, need those bits. So all those get rid of. So I've rounded the corners there and there, but this is a glue tab. But before we do that, I want to put my my cardstock, my pattern paper panels. Can't speak. There are 6 of them, and they measure 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 inches, which is 4.5 by 4.5 centimeters. And do you know what? I've got liquid glue here. And invariably, I'm going to get asked about my glue stand. It was a gift to me about 10 years ago. Don't know where it came from. It was a gift. Right, we're going to go straight across in a line, 4 of them. My son has a 3D printer. I probably ought to ask him to 3D print a bunch of glue stands, really, shouldn't I? He's made all sorts for me. Okay. So those are my panels on. So while that's drying, oh, let me get a heavy block. I'll do one like that. And one like that, and I'm going to choose a ribbon. Now, I don't own the black, but I do have, I restocked this the other day. So I have this, yeah, I haven't got a black, I've got a grey, and I don't think the grey is going to work. The white might work. We can look at those. Right, so the only bit of glue we need is a little tab along there. And I'm going to use my tear and tape for this. And peel off the backing. So just like that. And then finally, so that's your closure. That's it closed. We can close it up. So fold in the 2 sides. And because I took that extra little bit off, because there we go, it's not going to resist, but that part is going to tuck in nicely if I don't drop it, because I did those corners and I rounded them off. And that is my darling little cube, all done. Oh, I wish you could see this in real life. I think you can. I think you're getting the reflections bouncing off on the camera. So do we think white? So white is not bad, actually, but it's not what I was after. So I think we're going to have to go with the black twine. I could colour up that, but I'm not messing about today. Is that my end in there? There it is. And I want this kind of doubled over, so Let's mock up how much I'm going to need. Okay, so I'm going to need that much ribbon or twine, so I'm going to double it over. And right, there's the top. That's the top then for a second. Okay, oops, yeah, just caved it in. And I need to chatter amongst myself so that I can tie this ribbon. And actually it's twine, it's a forgiving thing. It's going to let me do an okay bow. Whether my scissors are going to play ball, I don't know. Oh, they did. Okay. So that is essentially my box finished. You could add to it, you could add decoration, you could stick stamps on it, anything like that. I just wanted to make sort of like a almost colour shifting, because even as I'm looking at it, the light, it's completely matte. It's almost black on this side, but you can see the colour there. So it's almost colour shifting against the dark black cardstock. Are you getting that? I think you are as I'm turning it. So that was what I was after, and I think I succeeded. Look, my glue wibbled at the bottom. It's a good job that's the bottom. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. I love it. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.